Nobody wins when the family feels.
Right there, man. Spread the youngster, nigga. We told him we wanted 50 for that motherfucker, so we got love for little bro, you heard it? Gonna give you a discount. Don't fuck with you.
50 for them motherfuckers, nigga. 50.
You should've did a song, nigga. You should've did a song.
Asked you not to do a song, you said get the fuck out your face.
Had to move to Memphis for a whole week. Choppers in the sprinter, we ain't making that.
Men are under arrest in connection to the murder of an up-and-coming rapper from Memphis. Albert Smith, who performed as CEO Buzzle, was shot to death in Southeast D.C. in 2020. News 4's Jackie Benson tells us that one of the men under arrest worked at a D.C. high school.
Go where I'm from, little baby, say your measurements. Hey,
Stop playing, man. Playing, bitch.
G.A. to my motherfucker, nigga, GG for life, motherfucker, like, you know me. I ain't after that, you know me. They kind of funny, press and press with me, man. Stop the party, jerk.
Up and I shake the room. Yeah. Hey. Go ahead. Hey, they know what the f is, Slim. Yeah.
I ain't never been in a situation like this, man. Shit, we just trying to get to the bottom of this shit, man. Let me know whatever you can do, man. It's appreciated.
It's going on 3 years since the passing of the Memphis rapper CEO Bezel. Known for his expensive gambling habits, he was known in Memphis, Tennessee and Atlanta. But on July 10th, 2023, 4 of the 5 people responsible, allegedly, for his demise had pled not guilty, with the 5th missing court. So I figured this would be the perfect opportunity to talk about his case, pay our respects, and also what authorities claim is the motive behind the whole situation based on the public facts of the court papers. So before we get into this one, remember family, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna jump right to it. In a 47-page indictment, authorities in DC claimed that Albert Smith, aka CEO Bezel, lost his life on June 14th, 2020. After a long night of gambling, and what authorities claim for an alleged music video shoot, it seems he lost his life at around 7:17 a.m. when shot spotters had been alerted 5 separate times for a total of 15 rounds. It seemed this shooting happened in a southeast neighborhood that's identified as Congress Park. It said the alerts were in the area of the 3400 block of 13th Place Southeast and the 1300 block of Congress Street Southeast. When authorities got to the scene, they located an adult male, Albert Smith, aka CEO Bezel. He was on the ground in a grassy area between the 1330 and 1360 Congress Street Southeast. Smith was unconscious after suffering from a gunshot wound to the chest. CEO Bezel was then transported to George Washington University Hospital by EMS. In a 47-page indictment, he was referred to as a descendant. After the autopsy was taken, the cause of death was from a single gunshot wound to the torso, and the matter of death was determined to be homicide. Now, in the second page of the indictment, authorities had a witness who was a part of the group that was with CEO Bezel. On the second page, it said detectives interviewed witness 1, who was one of the group of individuals who traveled to D.C. from Georgia. It also went on and said that these individuals will be referred to throughout the indictment as the Georgia group. Then they gave a description of the witness. They said witness 1 was wearing a gray Nike sweatpants, sweatshirt, white sneakers, and also witness 1 had a green and brown backpack in his possession at the time of the interview. If you check out this picture that they presented, here's witness 1. Witness had told the authorities that 6 other individuals, including himself, flew into National Airport at around 6 o'clock on Saturday, June 13th, 2020, from Atlanta, Georgia. The descendant, also known as CEO Bezel, was one of the 6 individuals who flew in from Atlanta, Georgia with witness 1. Witness 1 also told detectives that the descendant and their group had traveled to D.C. to film a music video with the rapper and to hang out with someone known to witness 1 as Loke. But the only problem is, though Loke dressed like a rapper, he's not a rapper. Witness 1 stated that Loke is from Congress Street, 13th Place, It's an area in southeast Washington, D.C., and according to Witness 1, Loke runs the entire neighborhood. Witness 1 stated that the individuals in the neighborhood appeared to look up to Loke as the leader. He also quoted that Loke himself stated he was the head of the crew and runs the entire neighborhood. This area is commonly known as Congress Park. In addition to filming a music video, Witness 1 told detectives that both groups met up to gamble that night before they were scheduled to shoot the music video. We both know that was a huge no-no, and with Loke not being a rapper, they later found out that they may have been set up the entire time. Witness 1 reported that his first time meeting Loke was around a year ago at the MGM Hotel and Casino in Maryland, when him and others were visiting DC. Witness 1 stated that him and a few of his friends also bumped into Loke in Miami, Florida during the week of June 7, 2020, only a week before the demise of CEO Bezel. He go on to say that while they was in Miami, Loke invited Witness 1 and his friends to DC to shoot a music video. Now before we continue on the details, let's do a brief rundown on who Loke is before we run across authorities claiming this may have been a possible retaliation. Now Loke was also identified as the mayor and also identified as his government name as Antonio McAllister. He later lost his life in similar fashion in Congress Park, his own neighborhood, a year and some change after CEO Bezel, which we'll later discuss. But authorities also claim a witness and a tip came in from the family member of CEO Bezel. On page 15 of the indictment indicate on June 16, 2020, a text was received and it read, "This is the shooter that took the life of Albert Smith." The individual was identified as Antonio McAllister, aka Loke, but this might have been somebody going off a hunch, because they also quoted right before that text that the family member stated that it believed that the shooter is supposed to be the brother of Shy Glizzy, the DC rap artist. The family member later explained that the shooter supposed to be Loke's brother. During the course of the investigation, detectives learned that Shy Glizzy was with Loke when the Georgia group met with them in Miami. Loke had one video on his YouTube channel, which is that one vlog that he was in Miami with Shy Glizzy, and supposedly the same day they met CEO Bezel and the group from Georgia. On page 19 of the 47-page indictment, they even have a picture of Shy Glizzy with the alleged defendant.
Today, we gonna turn it up today later on, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, man, that's me.
Keep all that too.
Keep that.
Love.
Where she calling more friends, my word, or Shy Glizzy, DJ Drama.
Come on and let a real nigga sing.
Sit back right there. Yeah. Run that shit back. Right there. Yeah.
Fucking fraud, you ain't no real nigga. I'm a big dog, you a little nigga.
Happy birthday, cuz Loke, man, and many good more to come, Slow.
I'm from little baby, say your measurements. Hey,
Stop the fuck, man. Man, stop the plan. She ain't to my motherfucking brother, nigga. 2G for life, motherfucker. Fuck life, you know me. I ain't after that, you know me. They kind of funny, press and press with me, man. Stop the
party jury, your shit is buried. I catch a charge, they killing the jury.
I didn't know what's going on. Uptown to the south, you know me. We make this shit look good. Trying to motivate the hoods all over, you know me. Yeah.
They see this shit, yes.
We hit that motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Boy, getting a lot of money.
I get fly, oh my, I get so fly.
Yes. Hey. Hey, they know what the is, Slim. Yeah.
So as you can see, without being a rapper, Loke was basically Glizzy gang. So CEO Bezel having the impression that he was actually a rapper wasn't a far-fetched. Now remember, CEO Bezel from Memphis, Tennessee, and 5 years prior to that situation, Shy Glizzy had an unfortunate situation at a Memphis show where he had his chain snatched. It was a Saturday evening. Shy Glizzy was approached at a Dream nightclub in Memphis, Tennessee. A scuffle broke out, gunshots was heard, and his chain was making its way around Memphis, Tennessee. Now, a guy named Big Motor had explained why he took the chain.
50 for this motherfucker, nigga. Filthy.
You should have did a song, nigga. You should have did a song.
Ask you not to do a song, you said get the fuck out your face.
Shy Glizzy ended up using that in his viral response to the Cut It song with OT Genesis featuring Young Dolph as a remix.
He 50 for this motherfucker, nigga.
You should have did a song, nigga.
A conversation ended up getting leaked with Shy Glizzy explaining what happened and him trying to find answers on who took his chain.
It's me, bro. Put him back on the phone. My other phone, I couldn't hear shit, fool. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. So, shit, basically, niggas say it wasn't a feature, and I don't know, niggas act like they knew what was going on or something. Niggas started holding me back and shit. And then, like, they started trying to take my chain, and they snatched it down off my neck. I'm on the ground and shit. So, man, they ran out the jump. Once niggas started signing them, man, I don't know the niggas. They told me that them was your little partners.
They said that's my little partner?
Yeah.
You know, I'm in Florida. I've been with Gates, you know. I'm in Florida. But I can call and try to, you know what I mean? I don't get down like that, bro. You know what I mean? I've been in the game 10 years. I don't get down like that, bro.
Alright.
You know what I mean? I already know real niggas when I see real niggas, you know what I mean? Cause I don't this shit, period, bro.
Man, I ain't never been in no situation like this, man. Shit, we just trying to get to the bottom of this shit, man. Let me know whatever you can do, man. It's appreciated.
You said who was it though?
Nigga named Big Motor.
Nigga named Big Motor?
That's what they told me. I don't know who the fuck, you know, I don't know nobody out here. That's what they told me, though.
Who told you, though? Cause, you know, I don't want to come to no motherfucking be like, man, so-and-so, you know what I'm saying, want this shit, I want to know exactly what's going on, you know what I'm saying, like, this my city, ain't nobody I can't get in touch with, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, shit. Man, that's what they said it was. Like, everybody that was in there, that's what they said it was, for sure.
So Big Motor snatch your chain?
Yeah, that's what they said. Man, we trying to find out what's going on, man.
Okay, give me 20 minutes. I'm gonna try to reach him.
Rich Lord said that's who did it.
Who said that?
Rich Lord.
Rich Lord.
Yeah.
Let me call him, bro. I'm gonna call you right back.
I guess based on that clip alone, Shy Glizzy viral lyric on the Cut It remix was true.
Had to move to Memphis for a whole week. Choppers in the sprinter, we ain't making.
Now, Shy Glizzy had once had a close relationship with Yo Gotti and CMG, but after Black Youngster came on the scene, going on camera, getting Shy Glizzy's chain back, he ain't take liking to that and distanced himself ever since.
Hey, bro. Scene right there, man. Stay to the first 4 days, man. You're
doing this shit on the strength of youngster, nigga.
We told them we wanted 50 for that motherfucker, so we got love for little bro, you heard? Gonna give you a discount.
Don't fuck with you.
50.
Y'all on the love, man, you know what I'm saying? My little brother got for me, man. Youngster say he fuck with dudes, man. So shit, we gon' do it like that. We gon' do what's best for bro, you know what I'm talking about? He say he fuck with him tough, man. That's the only reason, man. But hey, ain't no nice little shit going on.
Yeah, man, we asked for 50, we let youngster bring her 10, nigga. You still come get it, nigga. Yeah, what it is.
We want this paperweight ass train, you know what it is. Cheap ass shit.
We'll shoot that bitch.
4 days, man. Appreciate it, man. Cartel big.
Cartel big, nigga.
We still the same nigga now.
Come to the city like that no more.
Don't speak on this shit.
If I ain't fuck with him, bro, I won't even put up.
I would never done it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got love for him. I fuck with. I can't knock what a nigga got themselves into. You know, somebody whatever situation, one nigga put themselves in this situation. You know what I mean? Like I can't knock it. Like even if bro hit the city, if you with me, I fuck with him. You know what I mean? Like y'all fuck with me, so I know you gonna scrum on the scrum with me.
Call us if you got that nigga with you.
I got love for him.
Just call. We gonna get it back. A simple phone call to keep it all.
Yeah, man, nigga, don't nobody need to come out here playing.
Nobody. Hey, get what we got.
Nobody.
Hey, man, cocktail.
Glass.
Yeah, man, you know what's going on. Every time.
Shock Glizzy was later asked about that years later with DJ Academics, and he had this to say.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't pay my homeboys back for no chain. I wouldn't even mind with it. That don't even make me a real nigga.
So now we got all that out the way. You can see why authorities claim that this might have been a retaliation situation dating back to 2015 with Shock Glizzy getting into a situation at a venue in Memphis, Tennessee. In page 46 of the indictment, it even showed a picture with Loke, Adrian Broner, and a guy who was with CEO Bezel and also a friend of his when he lost his life. It quoted, the guy in the middle, next to Adrian Broner, professional boxer, supposed to be the setup guy. And the other guy, my son friend, whom he was with when he got shot. So now we got the backstory of everyone out the way. Let's talk about how authorities claim based on the indictment, CEO Bezel lost his life. With everything happening outside, authorities had over 10 cameras that they used that's surrounding Congress Park and the indictment. Now, according to the indictment, as you can see in the upper right hand corner, this is around 6:16 a.m. CEO Bezel and what they reference to as the Georgia group is leaving out the apartment after gambling all night alongside the witness who we identified earlier in the video. Authorities claim immediately after the Congress Park group leave the same location. Leading the group was a guy with the white and black leather bike jacket, blue jeans, white shoes. Authorities claim and identify him as John Wilkins, 33 years old, and allegedly the shooter. They identified the guy with Chanel sneakers as Loke, the guy who walked out 2 minutes later. Now it's important to know this. One person who was in that crowd had got arrested the same day. Other than the 12 witnesses, he was the only one from the Congress Park crew who gave a statement to authorities. On the night of the M1, according to the indictment, his name is Marcel Gavin, and he's identified as Gavin in the indictment. He was interviewed 2 times after authorities let him know that some of the stuff he was lying about and confronted him about it. It seems he gave another statement. Now later, you'll see that he had a white Jeep that was also involved and was seen on camera. He later parked it at an IHOP and nearby in a facility at a shopping center across the street from Congress Park. He then proceeds to try to walk away. As he walk away, authorities pick him up. And the reason we know the Jeep was involved was according to Witness 6. Witness 6 stated that just prior to the robbery/shooting, the descendant, which is CEO Bezel, had been paid for being in the video. Witness 6 explained that it believed the payment was about $8,000 to $9,000. As the group began to walk up to 13th Place towards Congress Street, Witness 3 was pistol whipped and robbed of a large amount of U.S. currency. Witness 6 stated, when CEO Bezel looked back and observed what was happening to Witness 3, according to Witness 6, CEO Bezel threw the stack of money in the air that he'd just been paid in an attempt to stop the assault on Witness 3. Witness 6 then described that a group of 7 to 8 people exited 3 SUVs and began shooting. When asked to describe the vehicle, Witness 6 stated that one was a white Jeep Grand Cherokee. The other 2 were either black Tahoes or Suburbans. Witness 6 denied knowing the name of the DC rapper who was making the video. Witness 6 also denied knowing the name of anyone associated with the rapper who was making the video. It should be also noted that Witness 6 was wearing a green shirt and green sweatpants. So as you can see, pretty much everyone who was with CEO Bezel was cooperating. And because of the witness statement and also the surveillance footage, they knew that was Gavin White Jeep. But even though Gavin wasn't a shooter, he was also seen picking up money from the scene. And the reason he's probably still incarcerated is because even in the second video, he denied his rights to a lawyer, but he also denied knowing anyone who was depicted in the video or the pictures. It was also noted, as we shown in the picture, that Gavin was in Miami the same time as Wilkins. But according to the indictment on page 33, after the Georgia boys left out the building, 2 minutes later, after seeing Witness 2 get assaulted, At 7:16, the Georgia boys and the descendant had ran northbound towards Congress Street. Specifically, the descendant, Witness 9 and Witness 1, ran into the east sidewalk and then continuously northbound onto 13th Place towards Congress Street. As the group ran and scattered, D2, according to the indictment and authorities, Wilkins had chased the group down the middle of the street. He appeared to brandish/point and fire his weapon multiple times while chasing the group northbound. Subject 4 appeared to run up east sidewalk while chasing the group. He then broke off into a driveway in what looked like an attempt to head the group off on Congress Street. He even stepped out of his shoes at one point and continued running. Shortly after, all the individuals were out of view. Gunshots are heard. Photographs are included below with real circle depiction. And honestly, that shows that authorities is only assuming that Wilkins is the shooter. Though they saw him brandish a firearm, they didn't actually see on camera who actually pulled the trigger to take out the life of CEO Bezel. Wilkins was seen picking up money on the ground that Bezel threw in the air after Witness 2 was assaulted. Also, Givens was also seen picking up money off the ground as well. On page 42 of the indictment, authorities claim Wilkins just finished doing the hit, picked up the money, and skirted off in the Can-Am. Some time will go by. 2 people will be the first of 5 that'll get arrested, with 1 being a teacher for Dunbar High School.
Men are under arrest in connection to the murder of an up-and-coming rapper from Memphis. Albert Smith, who performed as CEO Buzzle, was shot to death in southeast D.C. in 2020. News 4's Jackie Benson tells us that one of the men under arrest worked at a D.C. high school.
It's not clear whether the 2 suspects knew that the 21-year-old they're accused of shooting after a craps game was an up-and-coming Memphis rapper named CEO Bezel, whose video, Rockstar, had over 100,000 views on YouTube. His murder made headlines in online music forums. One producer offered a $100,000 bounty to apprehend the killers. It happened June 14, 2020, just after 7 a.m. in the 1300 block of Congress Street, Southeast. The rapper, real name Albert Smith, was fatally wounded. A second man was seriously injured. A third was treated for a minor injury. The police report indicates the motive for the shooting was $10,000 in cash.
Prior to the actual homicide, we believe there was some kind of altercation that happened between our victims and our suspects.
News 4 has learned that one of the men charged in the murder, 34-year-old Marcel Gavin of Northeast D.C., works as a behavior technician at Dunbar High School. It's not clear why CEO Bezel was in D.C. His Instagram account indicates he'd been in Atlanta 2 days earlier. The police report shows the 2 men injured in the shooting are, like the rapper, from Tennessee.
We believe that during this altercation, the intended targets of our suspects were our victims.
Police say the investigation continues and there is the possibility of additional arrests. At D.C. Police Headquarters, Jackie Benson, News 4.
There is a $25,000 reward for information leading to arrests and convictions in this murder case.
In the indictment, it stated that Lope, a.k.a. Antonio McAllister, was shot on October 3, 2021, and ultimately passed away from his injuries on October 17, 2021. Based on the information provided, he was shooting dice. He passed away by a female after putting his hands on her, and she exploded. And all that dating back since 13 years ago, leading up to that situation in 2020 to why we're here today, July 10th, 2023. The 5 men who's held responsible for the demise of CEO Bezel had pleaded not guilty in court. Family, based on the information that I provided thus far, think they got a fighting chance, or you think it's clear cut? As we wrap it up, we do want to say rest in peace to the victims, love and condolences to the family. Fam, talk to me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That was the story of a Memphis rapper who may have been in the crossfire of some beef just 5 years prior to him losing his life. I'll catch you guys on the next one.